So, hello everybody. Again, just a quick video, actually solving one of the only and biggest problem with the script that I showed you last time. So, if you remember, this script can be used to extract cross sections from VSP models. You just have to let me open a model real quick. You just have to get isolate the component you want to extract the cross sections of, then go to analysis, analyze, select the direction as well as the number of slices, slice it, and then hide the mesh and export these cross sections as .tri files. So that's the gist of it. The problem I talked about last time was that you could only use components in this case, well, mostly fuselage. This is mostly intended for fuselages. Fuselages that are like one component, only one component, like this one. So this one would work without trouble, as you can see. Um, like, let me deactivate the PNG exporting. Well, maybe the plotting here. So it's, as you can see, and here, sorry, I don't know why it's plotting it two times. Oh, because of the figure also. Okay, let's comment all of it. Sorry. Okay, now. Okay, as you can see, this works without problem. However, if we would use a more complex shape, like a fuselage with two components, for example, this X16, you see it like that. This is the one we used. And if we wanted to hide the wing, the horizontal vertical stabilizers, we would like have the fuselage that has a canopy and this inlet. Let's do hidden view, no, shade view, and let's give the inlet a different color and the canopy, no, yellow rubber, for example. So these are three components. And if we, let's hide the inlet for now. If we would go here and then do planar slice and slice it, we would get these slices if we hide now the mesh. You see that we get the same slices with both components, like the inlet is also, the canopy is also included here as well as the fuselage. And we can export them here and here, but what would happen is that when ordering the points, the script, if you remember correctly, well, it takes into account all the points, and because we have two components here, you can see that, as I already talked about this in the old video, but here you can see the points that are inside and that are part of the canopy. So if we go here and write F16 canopy, well, you see that I'm also plotting those points and connecting them, and we get these ugly shapes. So now although I won't really use this for my purposes, it kept bugging me that you couldn't, like, it's a very important limitation. So I actually was looking for a solution. So staying with this two components, you would need to go to comp geom. Select the set, in this case the shown. You can deselect this, and then you can execute. And now what has happened is that, if you can see, the canopy was trimmed. We only have the external geometry. So those are the points that we want. Now we can take this mesh and go to planar slice once again and slice it. And now we have another mesh. If we hide the mesh, you can see that now, if we convert it to points, we only have the external points. That's what we wanted. So now we can export this as F16 and plot it like that, execute it. And as you can see, now we have the actual cross sections, like something that's actually useful. Obviously, if you wanted to do something like more, how would you say it? Like if you wanted a prettier shape, as I mentioned last time, you would need to increase the tessellation. Let's do hidden it for now. Fuselage, and then I'll increase it like that and like that. So again, you have once you have all your components, like right now we're only using 2, but we can use more. Oh, sorry. You go to analyses, comp geom, and this mesh intersect and trim. You can deselect these and execute. Now you go to now you have another mesh. You go to planar slice, and we can do 25, for example. And slice it. Now you have another mesh. You hide the mesh. You only want the slices, and as you can see, we have more slices now and due to a better tessellation, they're also smoother. Once you have that, you export them, and now you go to your program, specify the name, and the axis, and you can plot them. And remember that this also exports them as DXF files or as PNet. I also added a PNG export option here if you want that. It also works. And now you have these that actually are a reflection of the actual geometry. I think that makes the script a lot more useful. Just as an example, another example, we have these pod and wing geometry, because a lot of people do this wing fuselage intersection as well, the fuselage wing junction as part of the fuselage. And previously, because of the limitations of the script, it wasn't possible to actually plot that. For example, again, like last time I said, oh yes, you need to go here, and in this case we're gonna slice it here and start slicing, and here we hide the mesh, and you see we have the cross sections, but if we want to see the points, you'll see that in these cross sections we have the airfoil points there. So we don't want that, because again, just so you can see the problem here as well, we export this here and pod and wing. And if we go here, we have to change this to Y, and this to pod and wing. And if we plot this, as you can see, the middle section has trouble because it plots the airfoil points. But now, with this new approach, remember analysis, comp geom, you can disable this. As you can see, the part that was inside the pod has been trimmed. And now we can do planar slides with this geometry. Let's do 25 as well, so we have a little bit more resolution on the y-axis, and we slice it, hide the mesh, and well, right now it doesn't really matter that much, but wait, give me a second. I know what we can do. So show but here, and no, like we can increase this a little bit. I don't know, 15. No, 15, for example, and yeah, I'm not. I think that's okay. Again, you can go to analysis, comp geom, trim the surfaces, and with this you can then go to start slicing, slice it, extract the subsurfaces, and hide the external mesh, and export as TRI file, pod and wing. And now if we run this, you see that we actually get the cross section. like one around, like you can even see that little tail of the airfoil here. That's what I wanted to get here. Wait, let me make these more visible. You see that the little, let me hide this. There's a little part, you even see it here. So yeah, basically now every cross section you can make a compound fuselages with more, canopies, or do wing fuselage junctions and all this complicated geometry that I previously said it wasn't possible to make. Now you can make it and extract these DXFs and cut them out, so you can cut using a hot wire cutter or a laser cutter, I don't know, whatever you want. Now we're not limited by that. The only recommendation I would give is, let's go back to the F-16, is that obviously you can only have one cross section per X coordinate. With that, let's see, for example, let's hide these, and texture. As you can see, the inlet has this space, wait, here. So in this X let's say station, yeah, you would have two cross sections, and that's obviously not good. So even though we can do this, this, and this, oh shit, it crashed on me. So let's actually delete this. We don't need it. Let's save it. Maybe if we turn the tabulation down a little bit. Then analysis, comp geom, and we add. Oh, now it doesn't want to do it. Why? Um, yeah, I don't know why it's refusing to show degenerated. Oh, there. Oh. Oh, I don't need it. Oh, I clicked half, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, this doesn't work. Comp geom. I don't know why it's giving so much trouble. 20, 20, 20. Maybe it's due to the inlet, actually. I'm not sure. Oh, there. Yeah, was a tessellation. So now we have this mesh with no internal points, with the surface haven't trimmed. So you could say, oh yes, then I can just do planar slice, and let's do 25 as well. And sketch, you can see these we get like these weird points all the way here, and I really don't know why. It's before this inlet, and you'll see that, well, you already saw, but show and then not show the inlet, and then also not show these. Like if we do the comp geom execute, if we do without the inlet, planar slice, start slicing, you'll see that well, we don't get those weird points. So yeah, this is show. You see these points, we can even export them just to verify that they are there, but I'm pretty sure they are. Meshes X16 inlet. Let's copy this and go back here, say X again, .tri, and if we plot this, you can see that it doesn't, well, it's a lot of cross sections. Why? Oh, yeah, you can see it doesn't like that. So yeah, try to avoid this sort of geometry at least. I would recommend so because that's the only wait, I think sorry, I think I didn't export it correctly. Let me in that. Yeah, that's why there were so many. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, most of them are okay, and maybe you can actually go in and manually edit them. The 7, for example. Yeah, but like the ones before, as you can see, those are really messed up. So yeah, it has to do with this inlet. Maybe let me check. Maybe if we uh monotonic flat and flat. I don't know. X form exec. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with no, but like yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the geometry because once you take it out, you don't have the problem anymore. So yeah. And what if we do this and this and like something flat instead of a point, and we also took that back. Maybe that could help. I'm not sure. We can try that real quick. Execute and then start slicing. Nope. Same problem. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, weird. Yeah, but that's no, as you can see, hidden and hide this. As you can see, the problem arises exactly where we don't have a proper intersection. So yeah, maybe avoid that kind of shape. And I don't think it's really applicable to a small aircraft or RC aircraft, so I wouldn't worry that much. But yeah, basically that's how you extract the cross sections of complex fuselages. Another important point is that I also added a PNG exporting capability here in the PNG files folder. Where right now it's empty because it's empty. I delete all the files at the beginning, so be careful with that as well. And yeah, basically that was supposed to be a short video, so yeah. Hope it's useful. Goodbye.